Do you know one of the most dangerous lies you'll ever believe? It isn't that you're not good enough. It isn't that life is unfair. It isn't even the belief that you might fail. It's this: the quiet assumption that you still have time. Time to start. Time to heal. Time to say what you've been meaning to say. Time to become the person you keep promising yourself you'll become. You tell yourself, not now. When things settle down. When I have more money. When I feel more confident. Next month. Next year. And because those words sound reasonable, you never question them. You don't see them as excuses. You see them as plans. But there is a difference between preparation and postponement. And most people spend years convincing themselves they are preparing, when in reality, they are simply delaying the life they claim they want. The tragedy is that this illusion doesn't feel dangerous. It feels comforting. It whispers, relax. You have plenty of time. There's no rush. You can start tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And before you realize it, an entire chapter of your life has disappeared. Not because you chose something else, but because you never chose at all. The Stoics understood something most people spend their lives avoiding. Death is not merely the end of life. It is the force that gives life urgency. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that he could leave life at any moment, not because he was obsessed with death, but because remembering death made him honest. It stripped away illusion. It forced him to ask difficult questions. If this were your final year, would you still tolerate what drains you? Would you still delay what matters? Would you still sacrifice your peace trying to impress people whose opinions change with the wind? Would you still keep waiting for permission to become yourself? Most people never ask these questions because they assume there will always be another opportunity, another Monday, another birthday, another conversation, another chance to say, I'll do it later. But certainty about the future has always been an illusion. No one receives a contract guaranteeing more time. No one wakes up with proof that next year belongs to them. Yet people live as though they do. They postpone joy. They postpone courage. They postpone forgiveness. They postpone dreams, as though life has promised to wait for them. It hasn't. The strange thing is that people understand this intellectually. They know life is short. They've heard it countless times, at funerals, in movies, in inspirational quotes shared across social media. But knowledge alone changes nothing. Because deep down, most people still believe tragedy happens to other people. The diagnosis belongs to someone else. The accident belongs to someone else. The regret belongs to someone else. Until one day, reality interrupts the illusion. Someone they love disappears. A parent grows older. A friend moves away. A mirror reveals lines that weren't there before. And suddenly, time stops feeling infinite. It becomes visible. And with that visibility comes discomfort, because people begin remembering all the things they intended to do, the conversations they never had, the risks they never took, the love they never expressed, the versions of themselves they abandoned, not because they lacked potential, but because they believed they had more time. There is perhaps no heavier burden than unrealized possibility.
To know you could have spoken, but remained silent. You could have tried, but stayed comfortable. You could have changed, but kept waiting. The human mind has a remarkable ability to delay discomfort. It protects itself through rationalization. It says, this isn't the right season. I need to be more prepared. I'll start once I'm ready. But readiness is often another illusion, because confidence rarely arrives before action. Clarity rarely appears before movement. Courage rarely shows up before fear. People wait to feel ready, while life quietly moves forward without them. Seneca wrote that it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Think about that. How much time disappears through hesitation? How many hours vanish through distraction? How many years are consumed by trying to avoid mistakes? People scroll endlessly, not because they enjoy it, but because distraction protects them from confrontation. Confrontation with their dreams, their loneliness, their dissatisfaction, their fear that they have become strangers to themselves. Busyness becomes a hiding place. Productivity becomes an identity. Entertainment becomes anesthesia. Anything to avoid the terrifying realization that time is moving whether they participate in their own lives or not. And yet, there is another side to this truth. This isn't meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you up. Because if time is limited, then your attention becomes sacred. Your mornings become sacred. Your conversations become sacred. Your choices become sacred. You stop asking, "How do I kill time?" and start asking, "How do I honor it?" You become more selective. You realize that not every argument deserves your energy. Not every invitation deserves your presence. Not every opinion deserves your attention. You begin protecting your life differently because you understand something most people forget. Every yes is also a no. Every hour spent somewhere is an hour unavailable elsewhere. Every decision shapes the life you are building. Little by little, day by day. You stop measuring life by years and start measuring it by awareness. Were you present? Were you honest? Did you love deeply? Did you speak truthfully? Did you pursue what mattered? Did you become the person you were capable of becoming? Because in the end, people rarely regret working one more hour. They regret the moments they assumed would return, the hug they delayed, the apology they postponed, the dream they ignored, the life they intended to live someday. Someday. One of the saddest words in the human vocabulary, because someday feels infinite, yet someday quietly expires. This moment, right now, is all life has ever truly offered you. Not yesterday, not next year, now. And perhaps that realization feels heavy, but it is also liberating. Because you do not need to fix your entire life tonight. You do not need to reinvent yourself by tomorrow morning. You only need to stop assuming there will always be another chance. Make the call, take the walk, write the first page, submit the application, begin the conversation. Say, "I love you." Say, "I'm sorry." Say, "This matters to me." Not because you are guaranteed success, but because you are not guaranteed time. The illusion that you still have time destroys people quietly. It doesn't arrive with chaos. It arrives through delay, through convenience, through endless tomorrows, until one day, there are fewer tomorrows left than they imagined. So ask yourself honestly, what have you been postponing? What truth have you been negotiating with? What version of yourself keeps waiting behind excuses disguised as logic? And if life made no promises beyond today, what would you stop delaying? Perhaps the purpose of remembering death is not to fear it. Perhaps it is to finally begin living. Because the clock was never your enemy. The illusion was. The illusion that life would wait. The illusion that someday was guaranteed. The illusion that becoming yourself could always happen later. It can't. And maybe this isn't the moment to panic. Maybe this is the moment to decide. To stop rehearsing your life and start participating in it. Because one day, you will trade all the money you earned, all the approval you chased, all the distractions you consumed, for just one ordinary afternoon. One more conversation, one more sunrise, one more chance. Until then, you still have this moment, this breath, this choice. Don't waste it pretending you have forever. Because the greatest tragedy isn't dying too soon. It's arriving at the end of your life and realizing you never truly began.